What a do zero crew. We're here with another live stream today. We're going to talk about another loss. Another loss. Dortmund 1, Chelsea 0. We're going to get into that today, guys. We're going to discuss who is there to blame. Is Potter to blame? Is the players to blame? Who is there to blame? We're going to discuss that throughout the stream today. So let's roll the intro so we can get into today's stream. Let's hit the like button when you just walked in. Let's go.
We fucking got him.
Yes, guys, we're here with another live stream. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Chelsea 0, Dortmund 1. It's another loss. Another loss. And I came here and I said, guys, is what's going to be the excuse when we lose again? What's going to be the excuse? What's going to be the continuing excuse? And I'm going to say this question now so everyone can think about it and we'll discuss it at the end of the stream. What if we lose to Southampton? What's the chat then? What's everyone to discuss then? So big up to everyone who's tuning, guys. As usual, this is no political based shit. This is no politically correct nonsense. This is all true facts. Right, we spit the facts here. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, share the stream for a while, and yeah, let's jump into the stream today. So here's the thing: 1-0, right? 2 out of 14, 2 wins out of 14 games, 2 wins. And we're going to sit here and we're just going to blame the players, which I think are to blame. But people are saying, oh, but Potter can't teach the players how to shoot. You got contentions like that. You've got some people blaming the players. The players can't shoot. The players are not good enough, this and that. Now, as a fan, we looked at that game yesterday. Who obviously finished that game happy? No one. No one did. I think there was some positive sparks from that game. Example, we saw Koulibaly kind of spirits. It was a bit different. We saw a couple of players, play good. But overall, we didn't get the win. We didn't get the win. So it's not a good day. Dortmund, I've said it multiple times. People came at me. Dortmund will not make top 10 in the Premier League. They will not. They do not have a good team. They don't. They've lost to Bayern every year. They're playing one of the worst leagues in the world. The league where the Bayern have won it 10, 12 years straight. And they don't even come close half the time. They're 20, 15, 20 points off. Right? Bayern fans are getting upset because they're only like 6, 7 points clear. Dortmund are horrible. AC Milan are way better than Dortmund. West Ham are probably better than Dortmund. So, Dortmund are not a good team. Guys, Dortmund are genuinely a horrible team. Good squad. They're a good squad. Like Aston Villa has a good squad, but they're not that good. They never get far in the UCL. They never get far in their own league. They got a good bunch, but they don't have a good squad, guys. Like, come on, look at this lineup, man. I'm sorry, but this is a shocking team. Sule, Scotterback, Guerrero, Wolf, Kobil, Chan, Brandt, Bellingham, Ozcan, Ademayi, Hola. I'm sorry. This is not even. You compare the team, guys. Which one is a better team? Easy. But let's get into the chats. Big up to Reggie says, big up, man. Big up to you, Reggie. Jay says, the pattern since Potter has been in charge is what have we been drawing and losing more than winning. So what is it? What is it going to take for us to get a win? And that's the thing. This game we can sit here and say, oh, we didn't get the win because the players couldn't shoot. But why did we win the other 13 games? I just don't get it. But I want to get into it. But the Reggie says watching Chelsea makes me want to cry. Man, it's horrible. But Santiago, happy well, my man. Big up to you. Guys, let's get these likes up, guys. We've got 8 people already in the house who's just joined. So smash the like button, guys. Let's get these likes up right now. But lineup. Okay, so Potter came up. I think decent lineup. Decent lineup. Let's start. I think Koulibaly played very well today. this morning, yesterday. I think our back line did well. I think our mid did all right. Our attack was decent, but our striker was shocking. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, but the way we lost transition to that goal was because of Havertz. Havertz being that tall, being that big, cannot head the ball. Just like Tappy. We had the same thing with Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham could not head the ball to save his life. He's like 6'3", couldn't head the ball. So we had the same thing with Havertz, where the guy can't head the ball. It's honestly embarrassing. I don't know how Keba got the worst. I mean, he didn't really do anything. He just kind of got that. Then they had one shot on target or two shots on target. But yeah, Chilwell did all right. Koulibaly did good. Silva did decent. James was okay towards the end. He was getting back into it. You can tell it's just match fitness. You know, he doesn't have, and you can definitely tell because in the first half he was a bit sloppy, but the second half he was back to normal. Loftus-Cheek, he has those games. Like we've seen it for a fucking decade. How are people still like kind of on this guy? Like, how do you guys still want this guy? This guy does the same thing. He comes in, has a game where I don't think he even played that well. I think gets out of position all the time, always out of position, always gets caught lacking. Does his fancy little shit but can't make a 10-meter pass. I think a decent game, but it's nothing to look at and clap our hands. Enzo as well. I think Enzo, guys, I wouldn't blame Enzo for that goal. Nothing could have maybe put in a tackle, but nothing to blame with that goal. I just think he didn't have the best game either. I just don't think he was involved as much. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think he was involved. So Mudryk, again, Mudryk wasn't really involved either. He kind of ghosted a bit. But the man who ran the show was Felix. It was Felix, like James, maybe Mudryk and Enzo kind of who ran that game. I think Mudryk didn't get involved that much, but when he did get involved, it was a threat. And did Chilwell kind of help Mudryk? We didn't really see any of those runs. I think that's once or twice, but I think it was an upgrade to Cucurella in terms of attacking wise. But still, Chilwell kind of, sometimes defensively, he's just not the best. And it's a mix of both worlds, Cucurella's not good attackingly, Chilwell's not good defensively. Havertz, I mean, he created some chances, but that's not his fucking job. His job's to score, right? And we're going to get into that. Ziyech, I think Ziyech did well. I think Ziyech right now is playing for himself. He's trying to get himself back in order, trying to get himself back fitness, trying to get himself to play better. And I think he done okay. I don't think he had one of the worst games. I think he did all right. Jay says stats from the start of the game. Dortmund 7%, Chelsea 30. This is tactical players can't be blamed. Havertz was a creative striker. If he's a creative striker, who's the one to finish the fucking goals? Like, Ziyech isn't a goal scorer. Ziyech is a creator. Felix isn't a goal scorer. He's a creator. Mudryk isn't a goal scorer. He's a creator. So now our striker has to be a creator too. It doesn't make sense. And here's the thing. With Potter. Potter gets rid of Aubameyang. Our only striker we can register. Our only striker. Brings in Kai Havertz. I would rather drop Kai Havertz and not put him in the UCL squad and put Aubameyang. Because I know at least there's a striker there. Because what we saw yesterday, if Aubameyang was on that pitch, I think it would have been 2-3-0. Because Havertz is not a striker. We know this. It's not. I'm not attacking him, but he's not a fucking striker. He's a creative player, and we saw that. We saw a glimpse. He created 3-4 chances, which was good. But who the fuck's the person to finish? That's your job. And if you're coming in here, and saying, "Oh, Potter wants him to be creating," we got Felix, Mudryk, and Ziyech for that. You're supposed to be the one to finish the goals. I don't want you creating. That's your job. So I'd rather have an Aubameyang who's just there. You give him the ball, you put it in the back of the net. He's the top UCL goal scorer, by the way, guys, with 2 goals. I know it's not a lot, but it's our top goal scorer. How many goals does Havertz have in the UCL? None. So there's a difference. Salzburg. Big up to Mabbat says big up Matt Havertz should be sold. Chelsea needed real number 9. Havertz lacks the killer instinct to be number 9, and also we need DM. And so exactly, and that I think yesterday I said that against the Fulham game as well. Fulham. Where we know Enzo's not a traditional 6, and that's why I don't think Loftus-Cheek helped him in any way, because Enzo got caught out of position and Loftus-Cheek got caught out of position. And this is no fans listen to this, but remember when Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek played? They could never find structure. Everyone was all over the place. That's like playing Fernandes and Loftus-Cheek. You need to play a 6 next to Loftus-Cheek for him to succeed. But you're playing an Enzo next to him. You're going to revolve your team around Loftus-Cheek? Absolutely not. So for me, you got to get someone like a Kante or a Zakaria, who we already have, to play next to Enzo. And I think that's the only piece left in the puzzle is to fill in. Maybe get someone like that, and maybe we can excel. Because, as I said, we got caught lacking so many times where the middle was just like this space here was open. I see like Loftus-Cheek up here. like a bit of other place. Mr. Bobby says we looked better when Mount came on the pitch. Did we? When did Mount come on the pitch? 70th minute? Did we really? The guy copped the yellow and is missing the next game. But he's not a threat. He's not a threat. You bring him on, you take him off, he doesn't do anything. What did he do? What's one thing he did? I can't tell you one thing he did. Didn't have a shot on target. Didn't cross the ball. Didn't take on a player. What did he do? I don't know. What did he do? I can't remember actually. Maybe remind me because I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what he did. I don't remember. Havertz was nowhere to be found for the striker position. It was frustrating to see how Felix. Exactly, Felix had the. I'm saying Felix was a one-man show. Mudryk wasn't getting involved. Ziyech was in, he has in his own world, and Havertz is just there. So you need someone like Felix. Yes, of course, the guy's he's the only player I think who walks out with his head up. He had a fantastic game. And is Mudryk going to become that player 007? How many games does he play, man? 3, 4. Play 4 games, man. He should be at least on an assist or something. Well, what's the problem with Mudryk? What's the problem? Because I just don't think he got involved. And what does that come down to? Is it the formation? Because what are we even playing? The tactics is supposed to try and get Mudryk involved. If you get Mudryk involved, the game's done. We know Mudryk's a great player. We know he can create. We saw that when he gave one of those passes where he cut it through the middle. So Mudryk's not an 88 million player. He's not worth an 88 million at the moment. But I'll be honest, I didn't want Mudryk, but I can definitely see talent in him. I definitely see it. But when you're not getting tactics that suit him, I would rather suit him than suit someone like Havertz. Because I think we were kind of suiting Havertz. We were kind of playing more central. Ziyech trying to get across the Havertz. Everyone's kind of crossing. Actually, I remember that one mountain cross. He just crossed into the ball to no one. Like Ziyech does. Like, we don't have. If you have a striker, yeah, cross him, but you got Kai Havertz. The guy can't header. Once in maybe 4 or 5 times, you might get a good header, but he can't. And the thing with Mudryk is, as I said, I just don't think he's being played around. I think we need to give him more creativity. Because how many times did he touch the ball, guys? He only had 17 passes, 36 touches compared to someone like Felix. How many touches did he have? 61. Like, that's a major upgrade. And then you look at Ziyech. What does Ziyech have? 56. Like, guys, Mudryk was not involved. Look, 30, that's nothing. 30 touches, that's nothing. He was not involved. So I think you just genuinely got to get Mudryk involved because we've seen what Mudryk can do. I saw yesterday. The guy can create. I'm gonna back Mudryk here. He's a good player, really, really good player. Maybe not worth that price tag right now, but he's a good player. We need to revolve around him. You need to start revolving around someone like Ziyech and Havertz and start ensuring that Mudryk gets the fucking ball. But the thing with Mudryk is he's very easy to man mark, and Wolf did that very well, and Brandt did that yesterday, where all you got to do to Mudryk is sit to him like glue. You stand next to him, Joel's not going to pass to him. Felix is not going to pass to him. Enzo's not going to pass to him because there's a man behind him. Right? Unlike Felix, who's I think Felix on his own level where he can be behind 3 players, and I can see he can get 3 out of 3 players. He did that yesterday. We took on 3 players. Like, I see a Hazard in him, where I see he can take on players, and we have not had that for a long, long time. I think Mudryk is someone who doesn't have skill. He uses pace, right? He's as I say, a pace merchant. So, and we saw that actually at the start when he was against. Was it Slotterback? I think it was Slotterback. When Mudryk was on 1v1 with Slotterback, and Slotterback had a 10-meter head start, and Mudryk came at him like this and went right behind him. Mudryk has that pace. You just got to give it to him. And I think that's why we got to play maybe, a lower line when we give balls from Felix and gives a ball here. But at the moment, the reason why the football we're playing is, the way I see it, is we're playing kind of small football, pass here, 2-meter pass, 1-meter pass, a little pass here. Like, we're doing small passes. We're not doing the long balls, which suits players like Ziyech, but doesn't suit players like Mudryk. We looked more like a team. We connected to play way better when Mount came on. No. I think we're talking about in general, we play more as a team. We did a bit well, but we just couldn't get the end product. And that's why I'm not fully upset, but I'm still upset because we didn't get the result. Right? Like I said, Dortmund guy, maybe I'm on a different planet. But I've said Dortmund will not make top 10 in the Premier League. They're not a good side. Look at this team. Kobil. Huh? Doesn't even start for Switzerland. Guerrero is old, 29. Scotterback. Just bought him. Sule, horrible defender. The guy got outbodied by Havertz. Wolf. Is he from fucking, where is he? German? Brandt. Oh, this guy's been done for years. Bellingham, only good player. One of a good player. Ozkan, he's the Turkish guy. I haven't seen him in years. They got this new young guy, Adamani, and Haller, who unfortunately had a medical problem, and I don't think he's been playing as well. So their team is not that good. They don't have a good team. The team is shocking. I think West Ham have a better team than this. West Ham have a way better team than this. So I find this embarrassing that we actually lost this game. And I think if I would say Potter today, 100%. I would say Potter today. Right? And people saying, "Oh, don't blame Potter," blah blah blah. I slept on him. I thought about it, and I slept on it. Fuck, I didn't go to sleep. I mean, had my day, and I thought about it. I go, Mudryk wasn't getting involved. Shouldn't the tactics revolve around someone like Mudryk and not revolve around like Ziyech and Havertz? As I said, the football we played was short 1 meter passes, and we build up slowly. That doesn't work for someone like Mudryk, but it works for someone like Havertz and Ziyech. But it doesn't work for Mudryk, and you need to play around Mudryk. You spent 80 million on him. Havertz had the full 9, shocking. And here's the thing. Graham Potter does the most basic mistakes. He doesn't start Aubameyang. He didn't want to bring him. And people go, "Oh, the registering, blah, blah, blah." Drop fucking Havertz for him. Drop Mount for him. Drop fucking Chalobah for him. I don't care who it is. You bring your fucking striker. I don't care if you don't like him. He's your fucking only striker. He's the best attacker on this fucking pitch. He's scored more goals, and he's better than Phil. He's scored more goals than everyone on this fucking pitch combined over the last fucking 5-6 years. He can put the ball in the fucking back of the net. And Potter goes, "No, I'm going to start Havertz," who's not a fucking striker. So that tells me everything I need to know about Potter. Everything I need to know. Right? He made the decision. He's not going to bring, Battle of the Shield. I said, fine. That's fine. Don't bring Battle of the Shield. I'm not going to be upset with that. We got Koulibaly, we have it. He didn't bring, what's his name? Madueke. I said, fair enough. We got Ziyech playing all right. Please, Ziyech. But then he doesn't bring the only striker we have. So I would not register someone like, maybe like Gallagher. I wouldn't register Gallagher. I wouldn't register Havertz. I would take the risk of getting rid of one player to get Aubameyang in, because at least I know there's a striker there. And he played for fucking Dortmund as well. It'd be the most Chelsea thing for him to score. But it was a tease. Potter's a fraud. Bobby says no point in getting knocked out of the Champions League and start winning. This is more important for me than the Prem, honestly. Very important. We had no end product. We created half the chances against Dortmund. And again, that comes down to, yes, the team, but it also comes down to Potter's strategy. You want to finish chances? Look at the fucking lineup. There's no fucking striker on the fucking pitch. There's no finisher on the pitch. People go, "Oh yeah, we created." Yeah, of course we created, but why wasn't there no end product? Because there's no striker on the fucking pitch. Okay, and Kukul's coming in August, right? But you have a striker. You have one there. Start him. If you think Havertz can do the job, you're delusional. And then if you think you can't do it, you come out and at full time you say, "You know what? Unfortunately we don't have a striker, but I have to use Havertz." You can make up, but just tell us. Like, I'm sorry, I'd rather be. I don't want my manager fucking lying. Oh, that's life, or great game, or fucking the boys gave it all. That shit, man. Fucking, it's 2 wins out of 14 fucking games, guys. When are we gonna fucking wake up? The transfer window ended 16 days ago, guys. These players came in over 2 weeks ago. Felix already played 2 games, and we know Felix is one of the fucking. He's the fucking best player in this fucking pitch. Felix is a fucking baller, but Felix can't do it fucking by himself. So who's gonna be there to support him? Who's gonna be there? Because Potter's not giving him support. I think Potter had the fucking most claps at the full time. Like fucking, remember everyone got pissed at Lukaku for clapping or doing the thumbs up? Why aren't you guys doing that for Potter? I'm fucking sick when he claps and shit, And when at the full time, when our captain decides to get involved with the fucking game, and I don't know what did he do? It wasn't really his fault actually. It was he threw the ball, I think. I don't know. I think he tried to snatch the ball off Wolf. Was it Guerrero? Someone. and our captain was wasting time, and then our manager was staying there, and then the one to break it up was our goalkeeper, Ariza Balaga, like usual, because he's our real fucking captain, he's our real leader, right, to break up the fight. So that tells me everything I need to know about this team, man. Just no one, again, you bring in these new players, that's great, but you don't use them to their full ability. That's the problem, and that's why I said when you brought in these players like Mudryk, I fucking said it about Mudryk. I said you bring in Mudryk, he's a fucking beast, but you got to ensure you fucking use him to his full capabilities. You use him to a system that suits him. Because as I said, you want to suit him, you play a higher line, you have a fucking through ball where it goes from if Philly's standing here, you play a high line, the centre back's sitting about here, you have a through ball, he'll beat 3 fucking players. He's the fastest player on the fucking pitch. You fucking use it to your fucking advantage. You don't use the advantages to fucking James Charles, aka Kai Havertz. Use the advantages to Mudryk. And you create for him using space. If Wolf was on him that much, swap him with Ziyech. Because Wolf did well. Wolf was stuck to him like glue, so he couldn't get involved. So if you're stuck to, if you guys know football, if you're getting pocketed by someone, they're always on you, right? And you're very fast. It's not hard to get off them. Stand next to them, ball, outpace them. You got the ball. We just need the right tactics. I genuinely think it's a tactic thing. I genuinely think it. We're playing the way because Bowie and his yes man coach are playing to the Twitter gallery. It's true. I don't get why this team is passing Ziyech, who's on dribble. Let's pass Mudryk. And I said, you can pass Ziyech. I think Ziyech had a great game yesterday. He can have those opportunities where he does dribble, here and there. But his main thing is to cross the ball, and he has an absolute beautiful left foot. But why are you going to cross it to a guy who can't header the ball? He crossed it to him, and the guy, Kai Havertz, cleared it out and gave them a goal. Of course, 100% Potter's at fault. People sitting here, Potter can't teach the players how to finish. Well, if you actually put the players who can finish the ball on the pitch, yeah, you can. So don't give me shit with he can't register him. No, he dropped Aubameyang before the UCL. So it wasn't about the registering. He dropped him before the UCL. So he dropped our only striker. Doesn't make sense. And maybe apparently it's the ball thing, actually. Apparently there was, let me bring this news up, actually, that it says here, and guys, smash the like button right now. What is everyone doing? We have 20 people in here, smash the button. It says here that Chelsea owners were less than enthusiastic about the signing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the first place. He did not fit the profile, age, or salary expectations, and there was a feeling that bringing him would represent one gift too many for Tuchel. I just don't get this shit, bro. I don't get this shit. The boards, that's what I fucking said, bro. I'm so fucking pissed at this shit, man. Pisses me off. Because why do you sign a Tuchel player and then sack the fucking guy? Why do you say, we weren't on the same page, we didn't have, 2 months, Tuchel wasn't scouting the right players. Then the guy goes scout his own player, brings him in, and then you sack the manager. Doesn't make sense. You're going to sack the manager, don't bring in Aubameyang. And then don't complain when he was not playing well. If he was scoring 10, 15 goals, this article wouldn't be out, by the way. Just the biggest bunch of waffle. If he had at least 6 goals to his name in the Prem, this would not be written on him. Not be written, 100% not be written on him. But he's only played a couple games. And again, when he plays him, Potter plays him on the fucking right-hand wing. So, it makes, people want to go, get rid of Aubameyang. Yeah, get rid of Aubameyang, but you want to go sign Marcus Thuram, who's the exact same profile as Aubameyang. Except he's younger, but he needs the same service. Right? If you want to go sign Osimhen, that's a different story. But these Chelsea fans want to get rid of Aubameyang and go get me Marcus Thuram. But Marcus Thuram still needs people to create for him. So you might as well just keep Aubameyang for now. And people go, but Aubameyang's not going to be long-term. What's the point of starting him? If he starts next week, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he scores a goal and then leaves next week. We don't care. We need the wins. I don't care about feelings. I care about the fucking winning. He might not be here next year. Who cares? It's a business. Goes day by fucking day. He's on contract, right? You run out his contract then. Fucking stupid, man, honestly. But yeah, I thought we were gonna beat Dortmund because when he spends any manager can win with fucking £600 million. Yeah, let's make that very clear. Any manager can win with £600 million. So why, when it comes to Potter, we're giving the excuses? Because I've said Dortmund are not better than AC Milan. Dortmund will not make top 10 in the Premier League. They've got a great squad, but it's not better than our squad. It's not an amazing squad. It's a good squad. Well, we got a fucking better squad. Our squad's worth fucking $600 million. Our squad's worth more than the fucking US Army that spent last year, yeah? Right? So it's a fucking lot of money, right? And to not win against Dortmund, people don't understand how bad Dortmund is, really. They can't do it. They can't win their own league. They don't get far in the Champions League ever. They're not a good squad. Look at their team. I showed you guys the fucking names. Sule and Schlotterbeck as their pairing. Sule is one of the worst defenders I've seen in my life, and Schlotterbeck's just 21-year-old kid. Compared to Al Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. And you look at their midfield, Chan, Emery Chan, this guy was at Liverpool, then Juve, and he's what, 31, 32, 29. This guy's fucking, he's old. We just saw a 30-year-old CDM. So you can't sit here and tell me, right, that you want this same manager. He just spent 600 million. Who are you going to blame? The 600 million pound players? Who's there to blame? Because if you're blaming the 600 million pound players, you got to blame the board because it's the board's decision. And I don't think the players did that bad. I think the players did okay. I just think the tactics were not right. Because, yes, the manager doesn't teach the players how to score. But again, the manager picks the players on who needs to score. And no one in this attack is a finisher. Havertz, creator. Friedrich, creator. Mudryk, creator. Ziyech, creator. There's no finisher. Our finisher got dropped from the team because he's too old. Doesn't make fucking sense. Drop Thiago Silva then. He's too old. I don't get the logic of it. I don't get the logic. Limon says, I'm just tired. Nothing will change. I won't be surprised. If we lose to Southampton, I'm gonna say it right fucking now. I'm gonna say it right fucking now. If we lose to fucking Southampton, right? I'm saying this right fucking now. If we lose to fucking Southampton, I'm going every fucking stream and I want Graham fucking Potter gone. Instantly. I don't give a fuck what the players do. I don't care if the fucking players don't show up to the game. It's Potter's fault. Because you just spent 600 million fucking pounds, right? We gave you a window. The excuse was, give him a window. Give him a window. We gave him your fucking window. So you better fucking come into Southampton and win. If we lose, I beg we don't fucking lose. Because I genuinely cannot take another fucking loss. And especially not to relegating Southampton. But if we lose Southampton, I'm done. I'm done with Potter. He needs to go. I'm not going to stop saying Potter out. I'm going to every fucking stream and I'm going to say, Potter, get the fuck out of my club if you lose Southampton. I don't want to get to that point. I don't want to. I want Potter to succeed. I think a lot of Chelsea fans want him to succeed. But we know he can't. Who thinks Potter can succeed here? I don't. I can't be Potter out. Sorry, I can't be Potter out because I was never Potter in. You know? But I don't want the guy here. I still want him out. You can't put me as, he's a Potter hater. I never wanted the guy in the first place. You know, you can't force me to eat something if I never wanted it. You know, if I say I don't like cabbage, and you go, oh, eat cabbage. I go, no, I don't want to eat cabbage. I don't like it. And you're a hater. You don't like cabbage. I don't like cabbage. I don't like Potter. Right? Nothing personal, bruv. Cabbage says our attack only functions because of Felix. 100% correct. I need support. I blame Potter for not using number 9. And again, the only reason people are coming out and backing Potter because Aubameyang's 36. But he's a striker. I don't give a fuck about his age. Thiago Silva's 40. I don't care. He's our top goal scorer. He scored 2 goals in the UCL. Good goals. It doesn't make fucking sense. People want Lukaku out because he wasn't a good striker. No, Lukaku was a good striker. The only reason we never want him back at this club is because of what he did to the interview and he's lost passion for football. There's a reason why he was worth 100 million. Right? I never wanted Lukaku. I think he was dog shit, right, for what he did. But he's still a striker. They're doing the same thing with the Aubameyang, where they're disregarding him for no odd reason, just because he's old. Why are you disregarding him for he's old? He scored 2 goals in the UCL. Aston play well. Reality is lost. Not a good sign if you play well. I know. It's like you want a fucking medal star. You want a participation. Again, this is not fucking. Here's it. Chelsea fans fucking. Yeah, okay, we had a good game, but it's nothing for me to celebrate. I sit on terrace. I was like, oh yeah, we played a great game, but I'm not happy. Not happy. What, you want a fucking participation award? You want a little star? You know, a star sticker? Okay, we played a great game. Yeah, right, but we didn't fucking win. Embarrassing. Hey, they saw improvements and we lost another game. Yeah, I mean, mate, they saw improvements back in January, and they're still seeing improvements. Like, when are the improvements going to actually happen? We can sit here and say, yeah, Potter will become good. Oh, the score will gel, but you need it to fucking happen for it to be true, mate. Yeah, give me a 600 million. I'll do wonders. I'll win us the Champions League. It's not that fucking hard to win it with money. Yeah, me someone that have a replacement demonstrates exactly. Jorginho and Enzo would have linked up perfectly because you got Jorginho who's sitting, you got Enzo who's pressing. It's a structural midfield. People don't understand the word structure. Loftus Cheek and Enzo doesn't work because they're both progressing footballers. You need someone to sit back, and we've seen it with Loftus Cheek. Well, Loftus Cheek does the same thing every week where he presses. He doesn't sit back, and I don't blame him because that's not his main role. He's not a professional footballer. He's a fucking professional model. He's just there. He's just there for the Chelsea TV of YouTube channel. That's all he's here for. To promote our YouTube channel. That's all he's here for. So you get me a Kante, a Jorginho next to him. Enzo would be free at the attack. Jorginho can sit back. I don't care if you guys don't like Jorginho. He will sit back and let Enzo press up. But Enzo has to do two roles at once. So I'm not blaming Enzo. I'm not blaming him whatsoever. Comes down again. Potter, you know what? Go get me Declan Rice for all I care. I don't care now. Because all I need is someone just to sit back. I don't need them to progress because I know Enzo can do two roles at once. I just need someone just to sit back and defend so Enzo can just let that fucking attack go. Go get me Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves, oh, he will fit us. He will do perfectly. Yeah, draw as well. It's a must win. And I've been saying week on, week out, week in, I've been saying this. I've been saying Potter must win West Ham, must win Fulham, must win Dortmund. Okay? Final straw, Potter. You do not win against Southampton, you're fucking gone. Don't. I mean, I already want you out, but it's gonna ignite. No, nothing will redeem what he does if he loses to Southampton. He needs to get sacked within the minute. We lose, the whistle goes 90th minute, 90 plus one, he has to go. If we lose against Southampton, or draw, must win. He's a beta, with his little arms crossed. I don't like that guy. I don't like the guy, and apparently have an agenda. I don't know. I don't like the guy. I don't like the way he manages. I don't like it. But I mean, he's 33, same age as Benzema. Yeah, there you go. The owners think this is basketball, giving a manager who has zero pedigree and winning trophies thinking it would work out in years and slowly destroying the DNA of his football club. Yeah, I mean, Hanad, you're right. They think, stuff happened. They think this is Brighton. They think this is Brighton mentality. But at least we can, at least have a couple of seasons, where we can not win and we'll come back. And people try to compare it to Arteta. Do not compare Graham Potter to Arteta because Arteta was under a winning manager for 4 or 5 years. And with Arteta, I've said this multiple times, Arteta rocks up Monday morning, he goes to Concrete's office and he goes, Concrete, I want A, B, and C in, and I want E, G, F, D, A, Q, I out. So he knows what he fucking wants. Potter doesn't know what he wants. Never thought of it. No, I'm joking. Maybe that's too far. I still don't want Declan. I don't want to pay out. Again, you gotta get Declan Rice, and that's just adding to it. Hey, if Mount leaves and Rice comes, you know what? Fuck it, I don't care. We have Potter because of Bowie's ego, and we're stuck with Potter for the same reason. And now, Bowie says, I'm going to give him years. I'm going to give him years. Years for what? Yeah, league managers do that, whether the teams... Exactly. And I'm sorry, I've said it multiple times. Dortmund are a shit team. They're not a good team. Right? People coming out here, I'll take. No, it's actually a reasonable take because look at their fucking team. Guys, how hard is it to explain? Look at this team. All right, let's compare it to someone like Fulham. Right? Which team? I mean, yeah, Fulham's got a worse team. We still fucking lost. Right? Let's look at West Ham. I think West Ham have a better team than them, than Dortmund. West Ham. Is this a Sevilla guy? Where is the Sevilla guy? Is this him? No, who's this guy? But look at the midfield. Emerson, better. Rice, probably better than Chan. Paqueta, better. Kufal is better. Antonio is better than Hula. Bowen better than a Damien, that young guy? I don't know. But I can't sit here and say that this team automatically is a good team. This team will probably finish. If this team came in the Prem, they'll probably finish 8th, by the way. So you guys know. With Hassan, man, hope you're well. Even if we beat Southampton, we'll probably go on a 5, 6, 7 game win. Let's just go game by game. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. Let's go game by game. Let's take game by game. Let's see what happens. Let's see next game. Next game doesn't work out. He's gone. He has to go. I'll fly to London, stand outside the bridge, and say, "Get the hell out of my club." Because how could you genuinely not beat Southampton? How could you not beat him? Honestly, kept it a new captain. Honestly, he was unbelievable yesterday. You know, where he came in, he saw the clock's 90 minutes, and you got our captain, Aspilicueta, arguing with the players, fighting with the players. You want to win, and you're Mason Mount, putting his hand up, blah blah blah, and all that fucking shit like it does, So you got the team fighting. Kepa, he's coming, he's screaming. I could hear him, screaming, "Hurry the fuck up! Hurry up! Get the ball!" And he's pushing everyone away, pushing back and just grabbing the ball. Like, he wasn't playing around. He's the only one who wants to fucking win this team, man. Him and like 3, 4 other guys. Everyone else doesn't want to fucking win. They're just here for the money. It's embarrassing. Harrison Arteta profile just baffled me every time. Arteta did not sell. Exactly. Arteta did not sell the squad with £600 million and a UCL to their name. Nah, Arteta started with a shit squad and then turned it around. True. Buzz refusal playing number 9 is costing the team false sign. UCL doesn't work. That's why PSG and Man City haven't won. And it's not just that. I mean, people sit here and say, "Oh, we won without a striker." Barely. Don't forget, barely. Like, again, that UCL was probably one of the worst things that ever happened in Chelsea's career because it upped our expectations to a level that, that didn't match it. What's this? So why did someone sent me this before, and I just had to make a comment to this, and I want to bring it up because this is sums up the fan base. Who's this guy? This guy, what happened to you, Tom? If Tom, what happened to you, brother? I chatted to Tom a couple of months ago. I think last year, I had a chat to Tom, but he says it's rubbish. Rubbish. Absolute bunch of fucking waffle. Right? Coached a comfortable win tonight, let down by poor finishing and one sloppy breakaway. Again, we just deflect the issue. Deflect the real problem. And I said, Tom doesn't get it, does he? Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. Why would we let down by poor finishing, guys? And then sometimes, why would we let down by poor finishing? He wants to guess. I'll give you guys 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We were let down by poor finishing because we didn't have a fucking finisher. Our finisher is disregarded by the fucking manager. By the way, our only finisher. If he had backup, fine. But there's no fucking backup there. He's our only striker. If you're going to get rid of him before the window, at least go buy me another one. I don't care if it's fucking 15 million through. I don't just buy me someone then at least. But don't drop a player and then complain that we're finishing. You drop a finisher and then complain why we're not finishing. It's like the same thing with Jorginho. He dropped Jorginho. He got rid of him. Our only DM who would have actually helped Enzo more. I'm all good with selling, Jorginho. That's fine. But look at the people complaining today. Oh, Enzo needs a DM so he can press up. You just fucking sold a DM, you fucking idiots. I know this absolute dickhead coming here, one sloppy breakaway. Why was the breakaway? Because our finisher, Kai Havertz, cleared the fucking ball for them. He created that fucking counter-attack for them. So don't come here and, yes, the players, they miss chances, this and that, but Felix job's to create, Modric's job's to create, Havertz's job's to create, Ziyech's job's to create. So who's the best to be the finisher? Who's the best to be the finisher? Aubameyang. But he'd rather start and sign a Kai Havertz. I would rather get rid of Kai Havertz out of the squad and start Aubameyang. And that's not even a fucking mad take. That's reasonable because at least Aubameyang is a finisher. Havertz isn't. He's somehow tall and he still can't use his head. It's embarrassing, man. You got these absolute twats like this, Tom Overend. What happened to you, buddy? Man, this guy used to spit facts last year. Now, I don't know. Now he's just turned, I don't know. I don't know. Now he's trying to be politically correct like Alex Goldberg and all that, from the fucking byline. All them absolute waste, man. Comfortable victory. Did we get the fucking 3 points? Did we move on to the next fucking round? No. Comfortable victory. Oh, at least we played well. Fucking embarrassing, fans. Honestly, embarrassing. And you just gotta call these guys out because it's just embarrassing, man. What's this? I watched the game again, more relaxed, and it looked even better. Anyone who isn't impressed hopefully about the performance has a big problem. This was a big team performance. We're simply out of luck. We have a few things to tweak. Zachary for RC and Fofana for Havertz. That's the major problem. Yeah, okay, Felix fucking carried us. The only reason we looked good was, by the way, because Felix carried us, by the way. Felix was our only good player. One man player. Felix. Right? But we didn't get the fucking win because the manager drops the only finisher for a creator. Yes, Zachariah for RSC, 100% agree. But didn't RSC have a good game? Like, weren't you guys kind of coming out? I don't know, no, you, Vince. But other people come and say RSC had a good game. I know. I beat the Prime, but Prime says, bro, I get you don't rate Dortmund. However, no Chelsea fan can be surprised we lost that last night. I mean, I'm very surprised to Prime. You just spent £600 million. How do you not win? I don't care if it's Dortmund. I don't care if it's Bayern. I don't care if it's Liverpool. You just spent £600 million. You should be winning, right? Okay, maybe not against Arsenal or City, but Dortmund, no matter how you rate Dortmund, they're still not a better club than what we are. They're on the levels with, like, I don't know, who's like a Benfica or like a Milan, like that type of team. I think Milan's better than them, but we bet Milan, so why couldn't we beat Dortmund? We just spent £600 million and we're still gonna beat them. People actually accept them exactly. They accept the mediocrity. I don't. As I said, I will accept the mediocrity if Potter got rid of 10 players this season, and we played with 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds for the whole season, for the rest of the season, and go, yep, Potter goes, yep, it's a write-off season. Okay, all right, fine, that's a write-off season. But he decided to take the route of challenging for the title, or challenging for top four, challenging for UCL, because he just spent £600 million, right? And people go the word gel. Oh, the team needs to gel. Team needs to gel, right? That comes in the fucking price tag. When you spend $85 million in the price tag, gelling is included. You better rock up and at least within 2 weeks perform. And it's been 16 days. Why are we not? Why has Mudryk not scored a goal? Well, that's just an example. Like, why haven't we still won a game? And I don't think it's really on the new players. I really don't think it is. As I said, I think the players have kind of stepped up a bit. And as I said, we saw that last night. The players stepped up a bit. But again, and as Vince said, even Mr. Overhead, whatever his name is, said, the performance wasn't that bad. But why didn't we win? We could have spent an extra $15 million on a striker. He's our best finisher. He scored 30 goals consistently for 3-4 seasons. I mean, I think Felix is that player, man. I think he is. But I feel unfortunately Felix can't do it week in, week out. With the D, which is Emery Chen, you deserve a red card. The ref was a bit of disgrace. I mean, I think maybe it might have been a penalty on Havertz, maybe for Sule. But that's it. Dortmund are currently a better team than us. Yes, I mean, when you just spent £600 million, Prime, who's a better team then? I would assume we're the better team because we just spent £600 million. Did they just spend £600 million? Look at this picture, guys. Look at this picture. Look how big. I have to scroll out so far, man. Let's look at the scroll out. Tuchel, and then he took over. When did he take over? Newcastle? No. Wait, this is the wrong dates. Oh wait, no, sorry, we did no, sorry, this is right. This is when we played them second time, yeah. So this was the 29th. Look at that. 2 wins in 2 wins in 14 games, guys. Don't even know what to say. Nothing will change. Nothing. You say we spent $600 million of how many $600 million is in the team. I mean, let's have a look. We'll look for ourselves, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them in the team. Or 5 if you sub them one. So 4 players. And again, that's my point. Why aren't you starting them? What happened? I mean, yeah, you can kind of come to the occasion. You got like a Zachariah injured, Wesley Fofana coming back from injury, Benstar Cucurella, obviously couldn't sign a couple of players. But the only problem to have with Potter is he's seeing these issues, but he's not fixing them. You see the issue with Havertz. and I think he's going home at 9. He's upset that he dropped the Aubameyang. I think he is. Yeah, man, I will definitely get Hansi Flick. But yeah, and I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, Dortmund. That's what I said. The squad is not expensive. Squad. It's not a good squad. Yeah, I don't know what that was for Booking James. Yeah, but at least the positive is Mount's not playing next week. Finished, any manager will do well with the squad. And as I said, that's what I said. 600 million. Like, don't look at the performances. So you just spend. Don't look at the players. Look at the price tag. You spend 600 million. Why aren't we performing? Why aren't we performing? We have the Bribe says, how can Potter be 1-0 damping on Man Cucurella while looking at it go? Let's be on cover and take off habits. Who did fuck by the way. I mean, at least, if you want to sub someone on, who could you have subbed on? No one. I would just maybe sub on maybe Chukwuemeka, and that's it. Because, yeah, Chilwell is supposed to be more of the attacking player, and that comes down again to subs. You bring on Mount, who we know, I'm not going to discuss that much, but he's not good. But then you bring on Cucurella, who we subbed off today because he doesn't create attackingly. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. Wake up, guys. The manager made a sub when we needed a goal. He subs off our attacking left back for defensive left back. Does that mean James pushes up more, whatever? Because when Shaw came on last time, we saw him play as more of the striker role here. And when Cucurella came on, he was playing much more deep. He wasn't pressing up as much. And that's why I think Mudryk came off. And that's why when you see anything progress, again, he can't make stars. I think, as I said, I think Potter has one last chance. I'm saying it because I need to see Abba in the squad or a striker, and I need to see Zachariah. And that's what the Abba and Kai. I don't think it's true, man. I don't think it's true. I don't know. We should have seen the red flag from Bowie from the time he came out with that data-driven bollocks. It should have shown everyone that he had no idea what he was talking about. I think Matt Law has some random report, but yeah, he makes up shit all the time, man. That's why. I mean, I after the Rudiger thing, I mean, I don't know how people still believe him. But let's see. Arsenal lost, yeah. I mean, I think someone was saying this before actually on the chat, but I missed it with the Igdal rant. Yeah, that was me, obviously, sitting in the corner. I tried not to laugh. I didn't really. I don't know. People, I don't really like to get involved in rival stuff. I just like to talk about my own. So I tried not to laugh, but it was very, very funny. Very, very funny. Oh, it was funny. It made me kind of forget, that we lost. It's funny. How we up to Dontrus is how are you using Loftus and Enzo? They can't. I mean, yeah, obviously got injuries. Was Cover even on the bench? Yeah, he was. Maybe would have started, but again, you need someone more deeper. Maybe even just start Zachariah. But I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of that. If we change the coach now, what improvement do you want? We're out of all cup tips. Yeah. Do you really think a change? Here's the thing. Any manager that rocks up is better than what we have. I don't care if it's for 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 months, 3 months, 2 months. And Potter for me is a transitional coach. Right? I think. And I want Bowie to say that or like hint it so we know he'll get the sack soon, because I don't know if he might get the sack, guys. If he doesn't, that'd be embarrassing. That should be more embarrassing if we don't sack him, right? So for me, he's a transitional coach, right? So sacking Tuchel, right, was the wrong decision in the first place. But okay, obviously that they weren't getting along, blah blah. But whatever you do, you don't go sack for Potter. You want to sack someone, you wait till the World Cup. I would at least have a Luis Enrique here or Hansi Flick, because that's better than what we have. Much better than what we have. Hansi Flick, you're going to give me Unai Emery, it's better than what we have. Like, whatever, limitless. I don't understand. Whatever manager you bring in is better than Graham Potter. I don't know where he got this rate from bringing Brighton from 15th to 13th, right? And then Brighton goes ahead and is playing the best football they've ever had, and is at the highest ranking they've had after 20 games. People were trying to send me clips. Oh, look, Brighton was 6th. They played 4 games. Brighton's played, how many games did they play? 20, 23? I mean, they're sitting at 6th place. Best season they've ever had, and Potter's not even there. And exactly, you don't put transition coaches on 7 years, and that's a massive mistake. 5 years. Massive mistake. Massive mistake. That's a mistake. Again, Bowie Bowie does this shit where he has like 3-4 good chances and then after just does this shit. Hopefully he gets evaluated in the season by the owner and the team. Mate, he should not be evaluated. He should be gone by the end of the season because, as I said, limitless. I think every Chelsea fan wants us to have a long-term manager, but I would rather have a Hansi Flick as our transitional manager, and if he works as a long-term manager, it works as a long-term manager. If he doesn't, we keep looking. But I'd rather have him than Potter. Whatever you bring in right now is better than Potter. You cannot disagree with that. If you bring in Hansi Flick, it'll be better than last time. You bring in Luis Enrique, it'll be better than last time. You keep Potter, it'll be worse than last time. Like it's guys, somehow it's getting worse. Like and the manager will not join the club to have the directors who never won anything to pick their team. And that's the thing. I said you want to win a Champions League, you want to win a Premier League, you want to win a Champions League. What you gotta do is dictate what you want and what you don't want. Yeah, you're gonna have trust in the scouting department, but they're gonna end up working it. Potter is horrible. Exactly. At the moment, Potter's at 2 wins in 14 games, guys. 2 wins in 14 games. When is it gonna end, Robbie? And guys, you look at this and you just wonder, like, we sacked Tuchel because of this. Apparently, it was a performance based, but just looking at this, right, just in September, and then comparing it to this, we got upset when we lost to Leeds 3-0, and now it's a stock standard when we lose to Fulham. We lost to Southampton. Stock standard when we lose to Fulham, when we lose or draw to, West Ham or Nottingham Forest or Aston Villa. We lost to Aston Villa. I was friendly. Newcastle even. And by the way, guys, we have a very easy run till April. We don't play a top team. We play Tottenham in a couple of weeks, and then we don't play a top team till April, to which I think that's City. So we got a lot of time. We got a lot of easy games. So that's what it needs to prove. With the Undertaker says we have Graham Pulis, not Graham Potter. Has had any of our technical directors ever put a title-winning squad? Absolutely not. Roman would never accept these results. Obviously, he wouldn't. I think Roman would have sacked him. With 13 injured and underperforming players. I mean, I don't see any injured players. Everyone's back. The only injured guy was one of our midfielders. But our replacement midfielder apparently played very well. Even didn't you just say Santiago before? Loftus-Cheek played well as well. So, we don't have injuries. Everyone's back. Yeah, obviously you're missing maybe one player here. That's it. One player. Oh, before that. But I'm sorry, you don't need a big team to beat Fulham. Right? Or relegating West Ham. Look at the team we had against West Ham. How did we draw this game? I don't see any injured players here. It's the same team. It's the same team against West Ham, guys. Except for Ziyech and Chilwell and Koulibaly. Same team. But we bet Crystal Palace. We had and that was a horrible team we had. Much worse team. So, is it really the injuries that are playing a part? Because look, everyone's injured in this game, and we played Palace, and look, we won that because Cabot said this actually a couple of times, like usual. That's the only reason we won. But is this an injury concern? But we won this game. I don't get this injury thing because look, we played Palace, but we won it. But look at the list. Look at the team. No one in this team played yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of his players didn't play yesterday. So how are you coming to me and saying that Potter had an injury crisis when he played one of the worst squads against Palace and won it? We were very lucky because Kepa saved us. Havertz got a good goal. We had a decent game. But I said to everyone after that game, I said, don't get your hopes up. I said, I think that was a lucky win. It did. We had to declare in the house. We got to you. I thought Bowie had a vision to turn us into Dortmund, but we can't deliver on that day. Palace were bad that day. Still got the win, obviously, shit, in October. But this was in October. This was just now. This was the other week. This was when? 16th of Jan. This was a month ago when we had our injury problems. Look at the bench. We didn't have anyone. Look, there's no one on the bench. So this was the injury crisis that everyone was complaining about. But October, November, we bet AC Milan. We were on our unbeaten win or something. Like here's the it's not consistent because you can't sit here and tell me injury problems when we played one of our worst squads against Crystal Palace and won. So it's not about the injuries, it's about the tactics. It's about the team itself. The team reverse itself is just either shocking, like Declared said, Palace played horrible, right? Or was just genuinely not good enough for this team. Which one is it? We need Kante back. Just give me Kante. I just want to see 2 goals in a game. Yeah. Man, when was the last time we scored 2 goals? I can't even, I'm trying to look at the big team form, not letting me. Bowen needs to man up and accept it. Exactly, and I don't think he will man up and accept the mistake. I think he thinks he doesn't have one. I don't think he thinks he made a mistake because they want to give him a whole year. Like Thomas Tuchel had injury crisis plus sanctions COVID. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, he said, if we have a bus and 11 players, I said, it's got holding him bread. What he's doing. But AC Milan with the Batman. Yeah, and I mean, about AC Milan, Mount was on fire. Apparently, this is the Potter that we signed, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 weeks later, went downhill. No injuries happened. Mount was still there week in, week out. Then the injuries we had was Kovar, Zachariah, which was January. He dropped the Bamyang on purpose. That's his fault. He had an injury crisis, but he dropped the Bamyang. That doesn't make fucking sense. Like, again, how can you guys listen to this? We had an injury crisis, but he got rid of a player because he's too old. Oh, he wasn't the player I wanted. What the? If he had 10 goals to his name before Tuchel, he wouldn't have been. Yeah, it was alright. Was it that? Was it because Mudryk wasn't really involved? Mudryk didn't kind of take on any play. There was nothing involved. I think that, yeah, maybe sure passed to his feet, but to me, for Mudryk, you got to kind of give him a through ball, and he'll just outpace him. Sure, you can't replace an elite manager with anyone. They should realize that. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's no urgency for it, and I think that's a massive reason. I think look at the game yesterday where he was kind of just standing on the sideline when everyone was fighting, and everyone was like, "Oh, what do you need him to get angry and shit like that?" But no, he needs to show to me that he wants to win. Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm standing behind and I'm saying, guys, I don't want to be here today. I don't want to be here. Also, let me say, it's like saying if I want to be here, I'm like, yes, I want to be here. I want to be here, but deep down, I don't want to be here. But I say, yes, I want to be here. I want to be here. Are you going to believe what I say, or are you going to assume, but he does the backstage or whatever? You need to show it to me, guys. If you don't want to be here, you got to show it to me. So if Potter wants to be here, he needs to show it to me. He needs to tell me, I want to win, not come out with these things, if you think being nice and this and that led to this thing, then you're dead wrong or something, which I think was quite funny, but it's not enough. But he did come out and he said this shit. He goes, Graham played a very strong performance from us, lots of chances in the first half time. We need to hit the Stamford Bridge. We are a team in progress. There are exciting things here. So he says we're in progress. So we're in a progress. We're in a process. 600 million sprint and we're in a process. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but process is getting rid of players too. He didn't get rid of any players. So it's not a process. Thomas is just stubborn and have confident players on board. Since October, we played the perimeter, triangle, and road runners. I mean, but we had Gallagher, but again, we won that game with Gallagher there. So Potter's a good manager. Chelsea needed an elite manager. Exactly. Do you think they don't pass to Mudryk because the language barrier has been 3? I just don't think. No, here's the thing, because the way we play football is that we don't give him the chance to give him a through ball. And then when we do, occasionally, that's when he has the best game. Whereas Liverpool play a high line. So he took on Milner and shit like 3-4 times because they were playing so far up. Right? So you got to get the ball to Mudryk where you're giving it to his feet along the ground. You give him, if you're passing it from here, give him a through ball and he'll outpace him. You don't just give it to his feet because he'll just pass it back. I don't think Mudryk has skill. Mudryk has pace. You give him pace, he'll take on any player. Really, he's. I think Mudryk's a great player. I really do. We're 20 people in here, guys. I need to smash that like button. Let's get the 30 likes. Let's get these lights up now. We're gonna wrap it up soon. I'm gonna get these last comments here, guys. So what else we're saying? Kante will be available for the return game. Yeah, finally, about time. All I want to see is a back-to-back win. Yeah, I mean, again, what is the style of play? What do we play? Because I can see, I say Potter, I know what he plays, blah, 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 but what do we play? What do we play, guys? What do we play? How many technical directors refused to work for Bowie before Bowie's? How many technical directors refused to work for Bowie before viewers are not proper professional? Do not believe in this. Did they actually? I don't know. I don't know if this is true, guys. We got breaking news, guys. Everyone smash the like button, guys. We got breaking news. Mason Mount has been offered by Chelsea as one of the players to Atletico de Madrid to make the Joao Felix operation cheaper. However, Atleti wants money. Even Atletico Madrid don't want Mason Mount, man. Fucking hell. So, like, mate, fucking hell, man. Please, boys, this will be fantastic. If we can get Mount and get the guys, what would you rather? Keep Felix and get rid of him, or keep Felix or keep Mount. If you could only pick one, which one are you gonna pick? And I think every fucking Chelsea fan will take Felix. Chelsea need to confess to me how we in transition when a manager's backed with 200 million. And yeah, obviously, you can have the couple games, but it's been 16 days. And we're in the important games. Like, this is gonna happen, so you got to get yourself prepared for it. And I said, I think it is on the manager because, as I said, people say, "Oh, the players can't finish." Well, the players can't finish because our finisher isn't in the squad. Yes, ASAP. Keep Felix, exactly. Man doesn't seem the type to go abroad. Yeah, probably swap him out and have us with Felix. Swap, yeah. If you can do that, fantastic. Great, absolutely. Yeah, keep Felix. Yeah, and I said, I don't think anyone wants to get rid of Felix. We know Felix is much, much better than Mickey, my ghost. Not my ghost, my ghost. Mason Mount. What a nothing story. Oh, Declared's coming and backing his boy. He's still backing him. He still thinks he has the minerals. Declared says nothing story from Medina and Kapara Masa. I mean, teams want him. Some teams want Mount. Liverpool want him. Yeah, and I thought he was proper Chelsea and all, but I don't think he's really that proper Chelsea because I don't think he really likes this club. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's stream. We're gonna wrap it up. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with it anymore, man. Chelsea fucking horrendous guys. But we got Southampton Saturday. Oh no, sorry, Friday. Fuck, it's in 2 days, man. No, sorry, it's on Saturday. It's in 2 days, guys. I don't know, guys. If we don't beat Southampton, everyone needs to be Potter out. If we don't beat Southampton, Potter needs to go. It's simple. People making us stories, he's not going there. Come on, we need to believe. At least believe. Potter out, says Jay. Top four was still an opportunity if we had the last 2 games. Yeah, and again, if we bet Fulham, but West Ham, we could definitely, rise up, be here celebrating if we won the last 3 games after we spent big money. And I don't know if you guys know a pattern with Chelsea, but this is the first manager I've probably ever seen in a long time who came in the squad and didn't success instantly. There's been no success since he came in, right? So when Tuchel, we've seen instant success with managers, but except for this one. And I don't know why we're backing him. So we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Hope everyone did enjoy. We'll be back Monday, guys. We're back Monday, so we'll do a review on the Southampton game. We'll just talk about hope, guys. We need to win. Almost say we need to win. Coachella is live, actually, guys. I think Coachella is going to be live soon, or someone else live. Who is live now? We got Orgs live, so go over check out Orgs, guys. Orgs live. He's going to have a open panel. It's on the Green Turf, aka GFC. You guys could talk over. He's got the link. You guys can call into his show, talk about Chelsea and all that stuff. But be with everyone, guys. What about backing my boy? Imagine saying this club wants him in, but the other club just wants money. Hey, they can have whatever they want, right? That's your boy, yeah? Then this is about your boy. That's my ghost. Big up to everyone, guys. Hope everyone take care. Reggie, Limitless, Bobby, Declare, Cabo, Jay, Mo, Santiago, Cabo. Big up to everyone, bros. T-Pash, big up to everyone. Appreciate that.